bill would offer temporary tax credits to truck drivers. Temporary? Let's get into this. What's going on, everybody? Thanks so much for joining again. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. So I'm just sitting here, TA in Columbia, South Carolina. It's Wednesday. I'm just doing some figures on OTR on the revenue, putting in a trip, some fuel transactions, some receipts. You guys don't know what OTR on the revenue is? It's a trucking financial management software for your trucking business. Check this out. As Freight Skater's back again, I got my good friend Brian Brooks with me. He's the creator of a web-based software that is a trucking accounting platform to maximize your profitability called OTR on the revenue.
Go to OTR.com and click the link to sign up today and get a free 30-day trial. After that, it's only $15 a month.
If you are a owner-op, lease-op, just a trucking business owner that doesn't even drive, check OTR out. It's free for the first 30 days, $15 a month after that. This thing keeps track of everything for you. All you got to do is enter in the information. At the end of the year, a click of a button, you have a whole entire profit and loss. Doesn't matter if you have one truck or you got 50 trucks. Check out this software, guys. This is the only thing that I promote on my channel. So 15 bucks a month could save you thousands every single year. Before I forget this, I have got to give this shout out for Mr. DEDWWE. I delivered a load to Lebanon, Tennessee, to Performance Food Group, and I walked inside to actually get my bill signed because it was a drop and hook load. And he looked up at me, didn't think twice, and he grabbed my paper and he's like, I guess he heard my voice, I don't know, but he looked up and he says, "Freight Skater?" And I said, "Yes, sir." I said, he's like, "You do YouTube, right?" And I was like, "Yes, sir." He said, "Oh my God, man, I've been watching your channel forever." So, guys, this just goes to show me that it doesn't matter who the audience is. You can touch anybody's life. You can influence anybody by just getting, this kind of stuff out here. So, Mr. David, I really appreciate your time and interest in the channel and all your support, guys. And if you guys are wanting to support the channel, just like, sub, and share it, man. Just watch the video all the way through. That means more to me and it helps me out more than anything to get this information out to you guys. So, because I am a Prime operator, but I'm not solely just Prime information. So, you got a lot of guys out there that are just, recruiting for referrals, trying to give you guys information, their daily drama, whatever's going on. And that's okay. That's to each their own. But for me, if it's not information that helps drivers, whether it's make a decision, make the correct decision, then it's not worth posting. So that's why you don't see me post every single day. But anyways, I had another viewer of mine, and I'm gonna give a shout out to him, Jacob Smith. Thank you so much for sharing this information with me. He shares me a link from Landline Now, which is Landline Media, and this has been going around for a week or so now, and I haven't had a chance to do a video on it, but I wanted to get you guys' take on this and see what you guys think. So when we get through the video, you guys make sure to drop a comment below and tell me what you guys think, and I'm gonna give you guys my opinion here in just a second. So Landline's article is talking about Representative Zach Nunn from Iowa. He's a Republican, reintroducing last week the Strengthening Supply Chains Through Truck Driver Incentives Act. Okay, this bill is going to create a refundable tax credit of up to $7,500 for current truck drivers who drive at least 1,900 hours per year. Now, as a full-time OTR driver, okay, 7 days a week, I'm out here 168 hours every single week, okay? Now, no, I'm not driving 168 hours. We generally drive 8.5 hours a day. So as one driver times 7, that's 59 hours a week. 59.5 hours, 60 hours a week. Let's just say the low. Let's say 59 at 8.5, keeping your recaps right, times, say you're out 50 or 48 weeks out of the year. Let's say you're out 59 times 45 weeks out of the year. That's 2,655 hours at recap time. 8.5 hour drive time a day, 7 days a week, always being available for dispatch. So, this bill is good for 1,900 hours a year plus for drivers that drive 1,900 hours a year plus. $7,500 for that. If it would establish an enhanced tax credit of up to $10,000 for new truck drivers. and individuals in trucking apprenticeship programs. So guys, you guys coming into Prime, you coming into Swift or whatever, getting your CDL, you can get a tax credit of up to $10,000. Here's the kicker. The tax credit would only last for 2 years and would be available only to those who fall under certain income thresholds. Once again, they take the carrot and they dangle it in front of you, but they keep pulling it away, right? 2 years tax credit? 2 years? Really? That's it? Here we go. This is what Representative Nunn from Iowa's comment was. Right now, we're facing a serious shortage of truck drivers. And it's putting pressure on Iowa families, not everybody, just Iowa families, and our nation's supply chains. Nunn said in a news release, "We are experiencing both a recruitment and retention problem in the trucking industry. This is a simple fix to help get more drivers behind the wheel, improving our supply chain and bringing down costs for every Iowan." Not every American, every Iowan. Okay, now, the article goes along to say, however, multiple studies in recent years have debunked the driver shortage claim. Plus, the trucking industry has been in a freight recession since 2022 and has been suffering from a persistent overcapacity issue. Now, guys, I want to tell you something. I've been saying this for years, and some of you guys call BS on me. We don't have a driver shortage. Okay, if you're a truck driver, you go anywhere in the United States of America after 5 p.m. and try to find somewhere to park. We might have a parking shortage. We might have a truck stop shortage. You might have a cheap resource buying consumer shortage for truck drivers availability, access to cheap, consumer goods for truck drivers, but you don't have a truck driver shortage. I'm sorry. And the reason we don't have a truck driver shortage is because the United States of America makes it so easy for everybody else to come to America and drive trucks. Now, once again, this is going to be some of you. I've been called racist, and I've had plenty of you guys in the comments with negative, facetious, derogatory comments. And I don't care what you think, okay? And make no mistake, once again, I will not apologize for anything I say on this channel. I have no problem for somebody wanting to benefit their life, their family's life, their way of existence, and survive and thrive. But guys, you got to understand the cause and effect of all of this. When we have people that come to this country, okay, and they take advantage of this country's economy and they put nothing back into it, they get all kinds of different tax breaks and accreditations and grants and all this stuff to do all this stuff. The restrictions and everything are completely lowered than what it is for the average American driver, okay? Then they get to leave this country, take all that money back to another economy and flourish that economy. That's the issue that we're having, okay? The system has made it too easy for everybody to get in. Now, Representative Nunn from Iowa thinks that we need to make it easier. And up to $10,000 tax credit for 2 years is going to make it easier. I don't know about you, but if you've been a trucker for any amount of time, 10 grand is nothing, okay? Spend 10 grand in less than a month on fuel. I don't know who thinks that's a big deal, especially if you're a lease op and you're owner op, and everything's a write-off. Literally, everything's a write-off. If I buy a new phone mount, it's a write-off. GPS, phone mount, write-off. Fuel, write-off. Tires, write-off. Lug nut covers, write-off. Everything's a write-off. But yeah, we're going to act like $10,000 is going to, oh, you come to trucking. We really need you. We don't need you. That's the thing. If you look at the Sonar and the Freight Waves map right now, for the first time in history, the independent owner-operator cannot compete with the mega carrier because the freight is right here. It's topped off, right at the same. So the lines are matching up. The contract freight is meeting the spot market freight in dollar per mile. That's the problem. Because the independent owner-operator has no choice but to pay extra. They're not a mega carrier. They don't get the big discounts. They don't get the big fuel discounts, the parts discounts, the work labor discounts. They don't have access to that because they can't command the numbers. That's why we're having such an issue, okay? Now, I drive for a mega carrier, okay? I lease on and I'm buying a truck with a mega carrier. I love where I'm at. I understand times are changing. That's the issue, is people can't get with it. The problem with the trucking industry is, as an operator, you have to adapt or you have to find something else to do. There's really no point complaining about it. The industry commands it. You got to understand that this industry is run 90% by people who have never driven a truck. So they have no empathy, they have no sympathy for our calls. Representative Nunn, I guarantee he's probably never stepped into a semi, okay? I don't know that for a fact, but I'm pretty sure he never has. And $10,000 a year tax credit for 2 years, it's dropping the bucket, man. That's not gonna make anybody wanna drive a truck anymore, okay? What makes people wanna drive a truck anymore is you guys out here on YouTube flaunting your paychecks, talking about you made $5 grand this week. And you got people sitting in their basements playing Xbox in their grandma's basement, like, oh, grandma wants me to get a job. I can still sit on my butt and come out here and play Xbox and make $5 grand a week. And then you guys get out here and you realize, man, wait a minute, it's a little bit tougher than that. $5 grand a week. Like, well, I had that one time, but the rest of the time I've been right around the $1,800 to $2,200 take home. What's going on? You know, it's just like with trainees. They come out here and they, man, this is great. This guarantee I'm making more money than I did in 2 weeks at my old job at home. But then for somehow they find, that's why I don't talk about money with trainees. Somehow they find out what I'm making, and next thing you know, I'm using them. I didn't come drag you out of your grandma's basement and take your Xbox controller away from you and throw you in this truck. You did that. It's not my fault. You know, guess what? It took me 8 years to get where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Some guys work a whole lifetime just for one truck. Like, you guys got to understand this. This is an industry of you get back what you put in on the asphalt. Okay? So I tell you guys, I don't make money off of YouTube. I do make money off of YouTube, but this is not my revenue. This is like 2 tanks of fuel on my Yukon every month. It's nothing. And don't get me wrong, I'm grateful for it, but you guys think that this is some kind of walk in the park gig. It's not. And I'm not complaining, I'm very blessed. God's given me a lot of opportunity, Prime's given me a lot of opportunity, but you guys got to understand this. This is from a person, this Representative Zach Nunn from Iowa, even if his intentions are pure, this guy needs to do some research. If you guys want to help the trucking industry, okay, and this is my opinion, if you guys want to help the trucking industry, go out there and get in a truck for a week or two. See what we have to experience. Go out there and do it with us. Let's show you the struggles that we have to deal with. $10,000 a year tax credit for 2 years, bro, it's not going to help me. Okay? I don't care. Of course I'm going to take it because the system's offering it. But it's not going to help me. Like, that's nothing. You know what I'm saying? So this is another thing that the article says is what large fleets call a driver shortage is actually said to be a truck driver turnover problem that stems from low pay and poor working conditions. I agree with that. We got a driver turnover problem, but it starts with the training. Okay? And this is the whole reason that I train these guys here at Prime when I'm not teaming with my wife. It's because I care. I look at my first mile, what I call mile 1, okay? And I want the next person's mile 1 to be better. That's the whole point. The greatest compliment I will ever get as an operator is somebody from Prime calling me, which has never happened, okay? But this is what I hope for. This is what I wish for. Is somebody calling me and say, look, I don't know what you taught this guy, but he's running circles around you and your numbers. That's what I want to hear. Because we too oftentimes not sit here as truck drivers and we pull up these fuel islands and we see this guy struggling. He doesn't know what he's doing. You know, we see him trying to park. He doesn't know what he's doing. We see him at the shippers and receivers. They're taking longer than what we would. And we're very naive and we think, man, what's this guy's problem? Is he an idiot or something? But you don't know what that person has dealt with. They could have just gotten a 3-day class, paid for their CDL, and got thrown right into a truck. And they think that's normal. They don't know any different. Perception is everything. So next time you guys see these guys struggling, instead of being angry at them, why don't you get out and help them? You know, get out and say something to them. Hey man, what's going on? You okay? You need some help? You know, I don't mind it. Because that's what the Brotherhood of Trucking used to be about. Okay? Integrity. That's the problem. We don't have a driver shortage. We have a quality driver shortage. That's the biggest thing. Don't give up. You old cats out there, don't give up on these young guys, man. Be there for them. Be that brotherhood. Bring that brotherhood back. That's what trucking needs. Not a $7,500 to $10,000 tax credit. So, Representative Nunn, in my opinion, if your suggestion with the Strengthening Supply Chains Through Truck Driver Incentives Act is genuine, we appreciate it, but you need to do better. You need to get your butt out of that office and get into a truck with some drivers and stop worrying about just Iowa. Let's get everybody involved. You know what I'm saying? How about we start making it equal across the board to be able to achieve a CDL status, okay? How about we start making the training programs a little more strenuous so we can get a better quality driver out on the road? And yes, let's work on the pay a little bit, guys. Because as truck drivers, nobody wants us around, but everybody wants what's in that box. That's the bottom line. If you guys don't want to see truck drivers, get off of Amazon, get off of Walmart.com, get off of eBay. Stop ordering stuff. Bottom line is you won't, and you can't, because you got to go buy food. You got to have medicines. You got to have these things that your kids want. Okay? Without us, there is no your life. You got to remember that. So, and I say that with a humble nature, because it takes all of us to make this world go around. You have to remember that. So guys, the link for Landline is going to be in the description below. If you guys made it this far into the video, thank you so much. Wanted to bring this, guys, to you. I know that a lot of you watch it for different reasons, watch this channel for different reasons. Some of you watch it for Prime, some of you watch it for information. And I'll go ahead and tell you, if it's your first time joining the channel, I am not a good YouTuber. So ask anybody, he's not that good. I've seen good YouTubers, he's not good. I'm not that good. So do me a favor, if you guys need anything, if you just need somebody to help you stay up at night, send me a text. My number is always in the description below. If you need help getting recruited with Prime, you have an issue with your truck, I don't care what it is, guys. That's why that number's there. It's for you guys to use and utilize at your needs, okay? So if you need it, it's there. If you don't need it, that's all good. You know what I'm saying? But please like, sub, and share the video. Get this information out there, guys, and hopefully it helps somebody. Don't forget to read the entire article, because I just gave you guys pieces, in my opinion. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think up to a $10,000 tax credit for 2 years is going to make you want to be a truck driver, or it's going to make us want to stay in trucking? For me, the answer is no. It does absolutely nothing. And the claims about the truck driver shortage, that's garbage, man. That is straight garbage. It's the middle of Wednesday, and I'm sitting in Columbia, South Carolina at a TA, and there's plenty of drivers here just sitting. So I don't know. You know, I don't know much, but you guys tell me what you think in the comments below. Thank you so much. Stay safe, stay loaded. God bless. Freight Skater out.